Hey y'all, so I am just getting back home. I took myself out on a solo brunch date per usual, and I had an amazing time. So when I got off of the camera after my mom called me or whatever, while she was calling me, actually, I told y'all to hold on because my mama was calling me. Yeah, she called me, and as she called me, I was pulling into one of my favorite restaurants, which is Grace's. So I went to Grace's after church by myself. My parents joined me in service, as y'all already know. And then I took myself out on a solo dolo date, right? And just enjoyed brunch at Grace's. Grace's is kind of like here in Houston, it's kind of hard to get a seat. So you have to wait a little bit, but I'm always by myself. So I just go to like the little bar area that they have, that little secluded area. You have to go through a door, and then there's plenty of people there. But the bar is like the easiest place you would get as a solo. So I went and took myself there because I haven't been there in months since the last time I made a video, which was months ago, about me going there. And I never mentioned the name of the restaurant because I'm very, very private, and I'm very like, I try to be cautious of acknowledging like the places that I go to and stuff here in Houston. I don't have a large following base or whatever, but people, you still have to be careful with people. The few subscribers that I do have, you have to be careful. It's okay, baby. Like, he's laying my doggy. It's okay. But but um but yeah, y'all, so I went there and I had such an amazing time. I always get blessed somehow, some way when I go there. I don't know, that's just like my spot. If you ever want to find me and join me and chitter chat and get to know me, find me at Grace's, you guys. Find me at Grace's. I can't say that I'll be there every Sunday because Grace's, like I told y'all, I don't want to be spending money, but Grace's, you're going to spend some money. It's just the inevitable, okay? At that establishment, it's very cool, very calm and collected, and just a chill, like very chill demeanor, okay? And that is the spot where I met Jasmine Crockett. So, yeah, you never know who's gonna pop through. You never know who's gonna pop through. So yeah, it was very cool. I was able to meet these two gentlemen. One started with the initials of J. I know their full names, but I'm not going to say them. And then the other, his initials started with a P, and I took his number or whatever. He was an older gentleman, and it's so crazy because he reminded me of an OG that I used to work with, and me and him were like this. I have a Michael Kors purse that's in here that he bought me. And like, yeah, we were like this. Like, my best friend that passed in 2019, it was me, him, and her, and we would call ourselves Charlie's Angels. And yeah, it was just, he reminded me so much of him, and he asked for my number. Of course I said no, you guys. I was like, well, I didn't say no. I put it in a way to where I like wouldn't offend him and hurt his feelings. I was like, is it okay if I get your number instead and reach out to you? He was like, yeah, sure. But he kind of knew. He was like, if you want to call me somewhere in the next 50 years, that's fine. That's fine. I was like, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. But you guys, I love that restaurant. I mean, it just feels like home. Like, I love meeting new people, as crazy as it is. Like, I'm very to myself. I'm a to myself person, but I do actually enjoy the experience of meeting new people and getting well acquainted with others. And I just felt at home today. Like, he said some powerful stuff to me, the guy that asked me for my number, but I took his number instead. He said some very powerful stuff to me. And y'all know I posted a video yesterday about me wanting to relocate. And I don't know who's been praying for me or whatever on the other end, but like, he said some stuff that kind of makes me want to stay here a little bit longer in Houston. And that is everything that I've been hoping for and dreaming for, just to like run into somebody that can stop me from wanting to move. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, but he definitely was encouraging, and he definitely did say some things to make me like want to pursue the very thing that I'm like, I don't want to pursue. And so I was just like, wow, I feel like God put him in that space today specifically for me. And I told him that. I was like, I feel like God's put you in this place for me. like just for me, today. And I was like, everything that you have literally said were things that have been gnawing at my brain. Y'all may hear the train, so I apologize for that. The train is constantly going over here, but yeah, it's this older gentleman, and I'm just like, wow. Everything that he said, I swear to goodness, it was like a freaking prophecy. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then he shared with me his background. He said he's an ex police officer, born and raised in Chicago, Midwest or whatever, and how he became an officer. And he used to be very shy to tell people that he became an officer because he didn't want people to like discriminate or judge him and stuff. So he would never really just tell people his profession. And I mean, man, the things that he shared with me, I just love when I can be a safe space for people. And I love when people open themselves up to allow me to be a safe space in them as well. Like, I feel like that's what I got from him today, that gentleman. And then I met quite a few people. I met him and his homeboy. His homeboy was a Caucasian guy. He's also, I'm assuming, I don't really know, I don't want to lie, I'm assuming though he's also an ex-officer. They were both in the service. And yeah, the other gentleman that really spoke to me, he was a black guy. And then I had another gentleman sitting on the right-hand side of me. He was from England, black guy. He was from England. Oh, he was so chocolate and gorgeous. I was like, okay, I don't discriminate. I like black men of all flavors, light skin, dark skin, medium, brown skin, tone, okay? So he was sitting next to me and I started making conversation with him because I'm like, he seemed like he's around my age. But I'm actually a friendly person. But I've always gravitated towards guys, just growing up around brothers, I guess. Guys are like my safe space, especially black men. So it's so easy for me to connect with them. That's why I'm like, if it's ever a black man that I am disconnected from, it's a him thing, not a me thing. It's a him thing all the way, totally and completely. Like, because I'm definitely a safe space for black men. All of my closest friends have been black men from college all the way through, even in my adulthood. They have all been black men. So I'm like, I've never shunned away from black men. Like, I absolutely love them and adore them, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy to be connected to them, right? And as a black woman, and I don't know, they're just my safe space. So that's why I'm like, any black man that's like disconnected, it's to me, like disconnected to me, that's definitely a personal thing. That's a him thing. Either he's in a relationship or or I'm not his type. It could be that I'm not his type, or maybe they're just working on self and fully devoted to their purpose at that time. But I've never had an issue with black men. I've always like gravitated to them and they've always gravitated to me. Every black man that's been in my life, especially based on like college experience and stuff, love me down, and I love them down. Like, I would go to war for them. I would go to bat for them. Like, please do not play with me when it comes to them, okay? And that's how I've always been. But yeah, so I just love being surrounded by genuine and authentic black men. And yeah, the young gentleman from England, I was like, I was just asking him because he had reserved a spot at the bar. They was like, oh, these two black girls got up and they were like, oh, I'm putting lotion on, you guys. But these two, if y'all want to know what lotion I use, here you go. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You may have to zoom in. It's simple, Bath and Body Works. Y'all know me, simplicity, okay? Smells delicious. Every time I put this on, I get so many compliments, and I'm like, it's just lotion that I put on my hand, you guys. It's no fragrance, no perfume or anything like that. It's simply just lotion. I'm gonna put the top back on. Keep it in my purse. Keep it on me at all times. Keep that thing on me. Hey. But for real, so. But yeah, so I met him and he was so adorable. I don't know, he seemed pretty young, not young, but Probably like late 20s. I'll give him late 20s. I didn't ask him his age. I don't know. I just feel like asking people their age is very rude. But I'm sure he probably wouldn't have mind. I just didn't do it. But he was so cool. He was like, yeah, I'm from England. Because I heard his accent. I was going to ask him where he was from, even though I already knew where he was probably from. And then people kept calling him and calling him and calling him. He was like, oh, yeah, that was my mom. That was... He was so cute, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Like, if y'all are in the Houston area, please go to Grace's on Sundays. Pooh, get down. I'm about to put you out, baby. Get down. I know you love mommy. I know you love mommy. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I just put lotion on, so you're probably licking off my lotion on my hand. Tootie, get down. Down, down. Down, down, baby. Thank you. I love you. Mm-hmm. Down, down, though. Down, down. Look, you gonna mess up mommy pants, and we're gonna have a problem. Down, now. Down, baby. Down. Down. I know. You love mommy. I know. Down, down. Thank you, baby. Okay, down. Down, down, down. Story of my life, you guys. Down, down. Papa. Down, down. Down. No, 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 no. He don't listen to me because I'm too nice. You've been laying down right here by my feet all the time. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You done? I love you too. I love you so much. You're just so spoiled. That's what it is. Oh, you're so cutie. Poor Pootie. You spoil Papa. Okay. But back what I was saying. He's like literally under my legs right now. Like looking at me. Hey, Sugar Woogie. Okay. Okay. Can mommy finish recording? That's why I always put you out. Can mommy finish recording? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. But yeah, he was so cute, y'all. He was like my mom. That was my mom. Bro. I know you don't like mommy being on camera. Look. Look at camera. Oh, he's so beautiful. Let me show my handsome. And show hands. Okay, get down. Get down. Lay down. Stop. Lay down. No, lay down. If you mess up, kid. That's what I do. Lay down. Out, out. You want to get out, out? Put out. Then lay down. Let mommy record. Okay. But yeah, he was so cute. Bro, look what you did to mommy pants. Don't look at me like that because you know bad. And right here. I'm not the happiest at this moment. But anywho, I'm not happy with you right now. At all. Look what you did. Do not jump on me again. Do not jump on me again. I just spent $50-something getting these alterations done, and he messed up my pants. Highly upset. Okay. Anywho, But the young gentleman from England, he was like, "Oh, that was my mom," because he was like, I heard him on the phone, but while he was on the phone, I was talking to the other two gentlemen, and yeah, so he was on the phone. Then I was like, "Oh, you finished with your call?" When he hung up or whatever, I was still talking to the other gentleman, and I was like in between combos, you guys. I'm like in between freaking conversations, so I'm like talking to them, talking to him, talking to him, talking to them, and oh, you guys, I'm really trying not to focus on my pants. I'm so upset. I'm melting. But like I'm trying not to be mad for real. Yeah, you about to get kicked out. This is why I always shut you out of my room when I record. You do too much. But he was so cute. So he's like, "Yeah, that was my mom." And then we were talking, blah, blah. Then his phone rings again, you guys. And then it was his uncle from England. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm out here by myself. I've been out here for 4 years, but it's like nonstop." I'm assuming like his mom was a single mom. And I'm just trying to put together the pieces. That's my problem. I'm always trying to put together these puzzle pieces that may not even be the correct pieces in people's lives, right? But yeah, so I'm assuming his mom was a single mom and his uncle, helped raise him or whatever, because it takes a village. Maybe his dad wasn't present, and so his uncle stepped in or whatever. And so yeah, he's like, "Yeah, that was my uncle. I've been out here in Houston for 4 years, but they still, it's like clockwork. Like they don't stop checking in on me and stuff like that." I'm like, "That's a blessing. That's good." And he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I love my family." I was like, "Cool, bet." So I was talking to him, and he was so adorable, so freaking handsome, like I said before, and he was really good time. He was a really good time. I was like, I was asking, because I genuinely was asking him, like, how did he reserve this spot? Because they put, like, these two black girls got up and left, and as soon as they left, they put the sign that it was reserved. And I'm like, who is this for? Like, who is this VIP person? And in he walks, right? He comes in and he sits down. I'm like, oh, you know me. I'm shy a lot of the time. I'm very timid. But sometimes people will just give you that energy that they are okay for you to talk to. So I'll just show my personality a little bit. I was like, "Oh, so you're the one that reserved this spot." And he was like, "Yeah, it's me." With his little accent, y'all, I wish I can talk in an English accent, but I cannot. I feel so crazy and silly trying to talk in their accent. But yeah, he was talking in his accent. I was like, oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. Like I could just listen to him talk all day. Like, "Sir, I don't care what you want to talk about. Just talk to me in your accent." And you can tell it wasn't forced, like it was really his accent. And I'm assuming like the fact that he talked to his mom and his uncle all the time, he can't lose his accent. Like he can't, like you can tell it's authentic. It's not that he's trying to put on to get the girls or whatever. I'm sure he probably do in some settings or whatever. But with me, he was just himself. I feel like he was just himself. But yeah, we talked a little bit. And it was cool. I was like, "So you the one who reserved this seat?" And he was like, yeah. He was like, "I feel important." Oh, he was like, "I feel important." I was like, "Well, how did you?" Because I really wanted to know, like, how did you reserve this seat? Because I'm like, baby, every time I come, it's a problem. Like, I literally am standing in heels, you guys. When I go to that restaurant, I am standing in heels waiting for a seat at the bar to become available. And here he just comes walking in, and I'm like, "Oh, so you the one who reserved this?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, how did you do it?" So I was more curious, like, for real. I wanted to be very, like, intentional with my conversation with him. And I'm like, "Well, how did you reserve this?" And he was like, "Oh, I just called the front." "Oh, I just called the front." And I was like, "The front?" And I was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Yeah, just call the restaurant." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "So did you reserve it the same day?" He's like, "Yeah." Yeah. Yeah, it was so cute. When I say I'm obsessed with accents, from the New Orleans accents to the England accents, highly obsessed. Like, you can talk me out of some things with those accents. Okay, let me stop playing. I am just joshing, you guys. I'm just joshing, okay? Like my Caucasian peers would say, I'm just joshing. I'm just joking, you guys. I'm just joking. But yeah, no. But I was just like, I was so infatuated. I was like, keep talking. Don't stop. He was so freaking adorable. He was so cute. But yeah, I was just asking him, you know, like, how did you reserve this? He told me to call the front, and whoever answers, you know, just reserve the bar. You just reserve a spot at the bar. And I was like, bet. Now I know. And I was like, the same day you can do it? He was like, yeah, I just called like not too long ago. And I was like, bet. Got you. So then we started talking from there, and I'm still trying to maneuver 2 conversations with the 2 gentlemen over here with him, but I'm in between and stuff like that. So I was just I felt very safe today. I felt very seen today. I definitely feel like, one, there's still food in my teeth. Embarrassing, but whatever, it's okay. And I don't know, I just love it. I just love when people create a safe space for me naturally. It just flows off of them to, I want her to feel safe. So I'm going to do all that I can to make sure she feels like that genuinely and authentically. And you know what? I don't know what it is. I feel like people, like I told y'all before, I feel like God hears me when I pray about other people, but not necessarily about myself. And so today, when I walked into the atmosphere at Grace's restaurant, the gentleman on the left of me, P and J, PB and J, no, but P and J, they were blessed, like, because he gave up his seat for me or whatever, and she ended up giving him a complimentary espresso drink. And then they backdoored and bought me, the gentleman on the left of me, they backdoored and bought me, well, they attempted to buy me a French 75. That's my drink. French 75, you guys. Or I love mimosas, but French 75 is better for me and my body. But so yeah, I had been drinking, I had 2 French 75s, and that was gonna be my limit. And then they were like, oh no, this one is on me. And so the gentleman, P, he gave his card. I had to make sure it wasn't J. But P, yeah, he gave his card to the server, and she was like, no, her drink is on me. And so she gave him a complimentary drink. She gave P a complimentary drink, and then she gave me a complimentary drink. And I was like, see, I love to be a blessing unto others. I love it. He gave up his seat for me, and he was blessed. And then the other guy that was with him tried to pay for my drink, and she was like, no, it's on me. And so I was blessed. But I love that. I love being able to be a blessing to others, new and old, people that I know, right? And I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And I just appreciate it. I enjoy good company. It kind of put me back in the mind frame of freaking of college, and where I truly felt safe around my people, and specifically the Black men. Black men, yeah, they've always made me feel safe and comfortable, and always showed me the utmost respect. And I've missed that. I've really missed that. I feel like it was lost in translation with my connection, you know, to Black men or whatever. But I'm so grateful for today, because it just brought everything back to me. And I'm like, good men still exist. Good Black men still exist. Good Black men that make me feel safe, seen, and heard, and special. They do still exist. So whenever I doubt, you know, this was my reminder. And I do thank God for that, because I feel like he was in the atmosphere. He was in the room with me, and just making sure that I felt comfortable being around these gentlemen, and reminded me that good Black men that reserve a safe space for me still exist. They're still around. Men that encourage you, that approve of what you're doing in society, and just really take heed to you and adhere to the things that I'm doing, they are here. They're loud, they're proud, and they are here, and they are protective of Black women, and they're alive and well. So I'm so appreciative of today and the moment that I shared with all three of those beautiful gentlemen. One was Caucasian, the other two were Black, and I'm appreciative of all three of them, all freaking three of them, but especially my Black men. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Today is just a beautiful Sunday. And he almost made me cry in that restaurant, the Black man, not the one from England, but the other one, P. And he almost made me cry. I was like, I'm not about to cry in this establishment, because the words that he was just pouring into me, the grace that he was just pouring into me, the affirmations that he was just pouring into me, I was just like, oh my God, you are heaven sent. Like, you are literally heaven freaking sent. You are who I needed. You're who I needed to be here today. And I'm so thankful. I am so thankful. Sorry, y'all, if y'all see food all in my teeth, my tooth, I can feel it right here. Sorry in advance. Show me grace. Show me grace, because I am not redoing all this. Okay? You feel me? But yes, you guys, I'm so happy. What a way to end my 3-day weekend. Because I had off on Friday for Good Friday. Saturday I was off, and then today's Sunday, of course. We're off on the weekends anyway, but what a day. What a way, actually. What a way to end my weekend. I'm so happy. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around to hear me chitter chat per usual, because your girl can talk. I'm long-winded. And I thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. And I hope y'all enjoy this video and this talk, TED Talk. Not really a TED Talk, but a talk. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Hope y'all had a beautiful, blessed Resurrection Sunday. I know people say Happy Easter, Happy Easter, Happy Easter, but Happy Resurrection Sunday. And yeah, he is risen. Like, he has risen. So yeah, you guys. Love y'all. Later. Bye.